Today we will look at GTA 6 10 things we spotted in the trailer. This game is insane. 10 years later, Rockstar has released a teaser for GTA VI, the upcoming game in its renowned series. The success of the trailer was unaffected even if they had to release it ahead of schedule because of leaks. The trailer has received 112 million views on Rockstar's YouTube channel as of the time of writing, indicating the high level of interest in this impending release. Are you new here? Then do subscribe and follow for more such updates. Let's begin. Number 10. The bit in Spanish. To answer your question, yes, we are going to use our GCSE language training for this very last section. A shot of a convicted individual may be seen on a news station known as Mega Noticias, which can be seen just after the minute mark. This is a rough translation of the Spanish language that is displayed on the screen. Confession, written in tattoo ink. A man from Leonardo was found guilty of a crime because he had a tattoo on his body that was a betrayal of himself. So we now know that Grand Theft Auto still has a sense of humor, just in case the other bizarre people that you may discover across Leonardo, which appears to be the name that GTA 6 gives to the state of Florida, that were displayed in the trailer didn't already express that. Additionally, the existence of the channel demonstrates how widespread Latin culture will be in Grand Theft Auto 6, which is a demographic that is mirrored in the main character of the game. This is similar to how Latin culture is prevalent in Florida and the larger southern United States. Number 9. The Thrillbilly Club for Mud. It appears that the Thrillbilly Mud Club will provide individuals who want their motoring action to be of the off-road sort with the opportunity to drive off-road vehicles. Based on the quick view of monster trucks, quad bikes, and pickups that were parked next to a stand that had people on it just before the 1-minute point of the trailer, it appears like this is an all-terrain racing championship or an extreme sports style event that you will most certainly be able to participate in some capacity. The logo for Vice Vinyl and the custom shop. Car customization was one of the most notable innovations that Grand Theft Auto 5 brought to the table. The Los Santos custom shops in the game most certainly managed to snuff off my hopes for another installment in the Midnight Club series. Although it is obvious that LS Customs is a San Andreas feature, the trailer might have provided us with some clues about where we will be going to pimp our rides instead. It appears like there are a couple of potential logos for a custom shop that are displayed on the windows of some of the custom automobiles that are visible throughout the movie. The first is an advertisement for a product known as Vice Vinyl, which can be seen on the back window of a pickup truck shortly after the 50-second mark. It's possible that this is a signal that the game will have a more complex version of the car liveries that are available for many of the later downloadable content cars in Grand Theft Auto Online. In addition, there is the slightly hidden text that appears to be shouting out the name of a customs business, possibly something along the lines of Ride Out Customs, that is shown on the back windshield of a green automobile that is seen in the High Rollers photo. The airplane or clubs that have a banner. So I'm going to combine a couple different items into one category here. Both a nightclub reminiscent of Grand Theft Auto Online and the standard strip club that is always included in a Grand Theft Auto game are depicted in the teaser. Nevertheless, we would like to bring to your notice the airplane that is flying above the city while carrying a banner. This can be seen at approximately the 15-second mark in the trailer. The banner that is being towed appears to be a shade of purple that is comparable to the sign that we will later see at the strip club promoting Make It Rain Mondays. However, we are unable to make out what the banner is exactly saying. Take this with a massive grain of salt for the time being, but my initial thought was about the promotional missions that are included in the after-hours downloadable content for Grand Theft Auto Online. Some of these objectives require you to fly a blimp that is emblazoned with your club's logo around the city in order to increase interest in it. Would it be possible for us to own a strip or nightclub as a property in Grand Theft Auto 6, and then use that property to take on property management chores such as flying that banner jet around? It is up to us to decide. The visuals. Unexpectedly, GTA 6 appears to be very well made, and the teaser suggests that it will demand a lot of power from the 5 pounds in Xbox Series X/S systems that it will be released on. The trailer appears to feature some ray tracing in addition to the exquisitely rendered environments and lifelike character models, particularly in the scene where Lucia is shown being bathed in light and beaming through a window at her current location. Even while Red Dead Redemption 2's stunning graphics aren't the pinnacle of game quality, it's impressive to see that Rockstar appears to be aiming to surpass it in this area. The not-quite-so-moving super yachts. Recall the Galaxy super yacht from Grand Theft Auto Online, which was primarily used as a floating residence and could only be moved via a menu as opposed to sailing in real time. We get extended images of the surroundings from above at 2 distinct times, one right after the 30-second mark and the other a few seconds later. These shots show what appear to be quite hefty yachts being sailed like conventional vehicles. These appear to be somewhat smaller than the online super yacht, but they also resemble it far more than the smaller Dinka Marquis, the opulent sailing vessel featured in several of the most recent Grand Theft Auto games. Here comes the piracy of Bourgeois, the Everglades. Blaine County, an abundance of upstate farmland, was included in GTA 5's rendition of San Andreas, so it should come as no surprise that Vice City's sun-kissed urban sprawl appears to stretch far beyond the boundaries of GTA 6. The glimpses we do get of the Floridian Everglades in the game, though, are intriguing enough to consider. You're in luck if your dream hobby was taking fan boats out for crocodile hunts. Both are clearly in the mix. Therefore, ideally, the area will be completely utilized by some intriguing objectives or a more thorough hunting experience than the one that was briefly provided in Grand Theft Auto 5, starting off in Penn. The teaser opens with Lucia, the female half of the Bonnie and Clyde-like team around whom the game's story is centered, speaking with someone who appears to be a parole officer or counselor while wearing traditional orange prison attire. In case you were unsure, the term inmate is even embroidered on the back. Thus, it appears that her story might start with her being freed or escaping the large mansion, giving her the opportunity to start over after the bad luck that she claims put her in handcuffs. If this is the case, then everyone enjoys the classic story of the former prisoner/street rat given a chance to forge a new identity. If we're lucky, perhaps GTA 5's Franklin storyline will be replicated in even greater detail. If you're still there, then give a thumbs up to show your presence. Thank you. The riders on the low. We've also been curious about how much of the vast amount of content that has been added to GTA Online in the last 10 years will actually be included in GTA 6 when it launches. The good news is that while I was unable to see any oppressors in the Florida sky, there are undoubtedly additional DLC vehicles there. The most notable ones were the lowriders that appear in the video just before the 30-second mark. One of them appears to be a customized donk version of an old-school sedan, exactly the kind of thing Benny's original Motor Works could produce in response to an online lowriders update. In a subsequent view of Vice City's well-known Ocean Drive replica, many DLC automobiles are also on display. The somewhat Instagram/TikTok. During our conversation about what we might want to see in Grand Theft Auto 6, one of the main topics we discussed was how the game will tackle parodies of the more recent social media sites that have taken over our lives and influencer culture in general. After all, during GTA 5, the one where you had to bomb a keynote address, Facebook was still the primary topic of ridicule. We begin to learn the answer multiple times in the teaser, mostly through the usage of a GTA-themed TikTok to highlight some of the crazy things you might discover when strolling through Vice City and its environs. This is it for now. See you next time.